everyone, Paige McNeill here with Parks Realty and Negotiating Nashville. For today's episode, I have another hot topic that I have been hearing about recently. We have seen some of the billboards around town, but that is OpenDoor. So what is OpenDoor? Should you sell your home to them? OpenDoor is an iBuyer, an internet buyer. So they come in and buy your home for cash and then resell it on the open market. They will typically come in within 24 hours of you putting in a request on their website. So a seller will put in a request, enter their address, various features, upgrades, bedrooms, bathrooms, that type of thing, and OpenDoor will send them an all-cash offer. If the seller accepts that offer, OpenDoor will send a team to assess the home condition. If repairs are needed, they then will take that repair cost out of the offer price. And so after the repairs are taken out of the offer price, if the seller still wants to move forward with OpenDoor, you'll select a closing date, a few other details. But other than that, the transaction is pretty simple. So with that in mind, people are wondering, should you use OpenDoor to sell your home as opposed to an agent? What's the difference? So I've done plenty of research and talked to some people who have used OpenDoor, and really just here to give you the pros and the cons of using an iBuyer company. Of course, I'm a little biased and ultimately think using an agent's a much better option for many reasons, but I'll let you make that decision based on your situation and what works best for you. So here's kind of what I found. First and foremost, pros of using OpenDoor. First pro is convenience. So like I said, the registration process is pretty seamless for sellers. You just go online, fill out some information, submit pictures of your house, and from there you will get an offer usually within 24 hours. Another pro is receiving a cash offer. So when you're working with buyers in the open market, there's always that possibility of financing falling through, trouble getting loans processed, lots of financing issues that could take place. So with getting a cash offer, you have that peace of mind that you'll ultimately get some sort of compensation for selling your house. Another pro, and probably the biggest one I feel like for OpenDoor, is the speediness of the process. So it moves pretty quickly. You typically get an offer within 24 hours, and then the inspection is usually a few days after that. It's a pretty quick process. So if you're in a rush and don't have time to stage your home for the market, get ready, do showings, that type of thing, you could benefit from this quick turnaround that OpenDoor offers. Kind of on the other hand, selling a home is an important process. So rushing it, it could lead to significant monetary loss. And that kind of leads into cons of using OpenDoor, the sales price. So OpenDoor is able to be profitable because they buy your home at a discount. So they're going to mark it back up to its fair market value and then resell it. This obviously gives them the ability to make money on both sides of the transaction. Essentially, OpenDoor is a business. Businesses need to make money, and they certainly have the incentive to pay less than a typical buyer would for your home, because, of course, the less they pay, then the more they'll make when they turn around and resell it. Now, on the other hand, working with an agent, their incentive is going to be for you to get the best possible price for your house, because ultimately, our commission comes out of that sales price. Another con is the extra fees. So with OpenDoor, they list their service charge starting at 5%, subject to change in the fine print, and it has historically gone as high as 14%, so much higher than your typical agent cost. You also have closing cost. So that's going to be any transaction, a typical transaction, it's 1 to 3% of the home price. Now, OpenDoor doesn't play closing costs at all, so they're not going to take on your closing cost. You can't really negotiate that. Whereas in the open market, you can, especially in today's seller's market, you can definitely negotiate the buyer to pay those closing costs. Another con is that quick turnaround. So pro and con depending on how you look at it. Doing that rush sales process, you could leave some money on the table, especially if you don't have a lot of experience and don't know what to look out for, especially not completely familiar with the market. So they can kind of take advantage of you by moving through it quickly. Another con are those repair costs. So the repair costs are based off of OpenDoor's inspection, and they are deducted from the sales price. So they don't, it's not negotiable. It's whatever they determine needs to be repaired. Now in a seller's market, again, like today, you can often negotiate those repairs that may need to be made. May not even have to make them at all. A lot of times now buyers are just going to take on those costs, but it's definitely negotiable in a normal contract. Another con are the type of homes that OpenDoor will purchase. So they'll only purchase single family homes or townhomes. In some markets, duplexes and condos, but only within a range of usually 100,000 to 600,000. They also have a maximum lot size of about 2 acres and won't buy anything that's in a flood zone. So some parameters there as far as what they'll buy. Another con is their representation. So when you work with an agent, you have an expert at your side. They're guiding you through the transaction, letting you know where y'all are at, and they're really an expert and advocate for you. Obviously, working with OpenDoor, they're looking out for their best interests. They're not going to negotiate in your favor. So you're kind of going into it unrepresented. Definitely something to keep in mind if you are going to work with them. But to sum it all up, OpenDoor, they can definitely sell your home quickly. You'll get guaranteed cash, but you run the risk of maybe not getting that full fair market value, and you can often be left with some of those hidden fees, extra repair costs that they really don't negotiate, and that can take away from that initial sales price they may have given you. But of course, you're the seller, and the decision's ultimately up to you. Do what works best for your situation and what fits best for your needs. But I would love to know what y'all think. If you agree, disagree, maybe you've had some experience working with OpenDoor. Really would love to know what that experience has been. So let me know in the comments below. And of course, please like this video. And I would love for y'all to subscribe to my channel to keep up with everything that's going on in the Nashville real estate market and just the real estate market in general, different trends and market updates. So thank y'all so much for watching today. I really appreciate it, and I will see y'all next time.